Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Royal Rumble match. Introducing first, from Venice Beach, California, weighing 303 pounds, Hulk Hogan. Introducing the individual who drew number 2. From Omaha, Nebraska, weighing 240 pounds, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Cause the $1 Million Man always gets his way.
Money, 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 money.
Some might cost a little. Some might cost a lot. But I'm the $1 Million Man. And you will be bought.
I'm Michael Cole alongside Taz, and we welcome you to Portland, Oregon. It's been a long time since we've come to Portland, and it's great to be back.
No doubt, Cole. Tonight, the Rose City's gonna get its face rocked, and I can't wait.
And neither can these fans. We better get started, or we might have a riot on our hands.
He dodged that bullet.
Look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got some bad news for these fans. He don't give a damn what you think. This ain't about winning or losing anymore, Cole. This has become real personal.
Well, with the way they've been beating the hell out of each other, I'm not surprised. We've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
Hey, you know, that's not gonna make you popular when you gotta do whatever it takes to win. Man, Cole, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got.
Spit in the face of people.
There's the reversal, Cole.
I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
That's the bottom line, Cole. If you're not doing everything you can to win, then you're in the wrong game. I'll tell you, Cole, this is what the WWE is all about.
You're right.
Nice quick counter. Edge is so quick and so deadly. You can't take your eyes off him for 1 second.
And that's doubly true if you're the referee. I don't think Edge has ever met a rule. The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, Cole, you know what? Try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this bad boy right down the middle. I think I've got a pretty good idea who's going to win this match, Cole.
I wouldn't be so sure, Tad. If there's one thing we've seen, it's that anything can happen here in the WWE.
trying dirty, and it's easy to see why. He's pretty good at it.
He certainly is, and I hope he's proud of himself. Personally, I find it disgusting.
I'll tell you, as long as these superstars have got anything left in the tank, they'll just keep going.
They certainly don't look like they're going to give anything less than 100% here tonight.
That was a textbook reversal. Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience.
Wow, great reversal. I love Ric Flair, Cole, I'm telling you. And I'm not a... Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win rather than compete fairly.
Man, what a ride! It took him all the way out of the match.
What a counter that was!
You know, the key to winning a match like this is to build some momentum. And you're not going to see a match won with just one or two moves.
No, but one or two big moves at a crucial point could change the direction of it completely.
Tough luck. Guess he'll lift a $5 million day.
And there's the reversal.
I wonder if we're going to see anything this good on Raw next Monday, Cole.
Come on, Taz. I think we both know the answer to that one. Here it is, Taz. He's building up a head of steam and is about to let his opponent have it.
I'll tell you what, if his opponent's got a brain in his head, he'll get the heck out of there. I don't think the fans like that one too much. Man, I'm sure this breaks this guy's heart.
It should. These fans are the lifeblood of WWE, and he doesn't give a damn what they think.
Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be it. If this match is over for that superstar,
I think it's great that Ric Flair is still active in the business after so many successful years. He's still...
nice reversal.
Hit the showers. You're out of the match.
Watching Shelton Benjamin in action like this brings back fond memories.
This could be big, but it could backfire real bad, too.
Victory means absolutely everything to these competitors tonight.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. You got any others like, I don't know, nobody wants to lose? Or how about this one? The superstar who beats their opponent will be the winner.
How about Taz should spend more time calling the match and less time cutting down his broadcast partner?
You know, instead of showboating to the fans, maybe you should really keep your head to this match.
Come on, Taz. You're looking at a superstar who can... Look out! Here it comes!
Stunner! You can take that dude's head right off with that one. And there's the counter, Cole. Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
And you know what, Cole? If you're going to get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm going to throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask a superstar to play by the rules, Taz?
Sayonara, Scout. See you next time. If you ever wondered just how much punishment a human body could take, I think you're going to get an answer tonight.
might be right, Taz. It doesn't look like these superstars are going to go easy on each other.
That's not what they get.
He saw that one coming.
You look at any other sport in the world, and you won't find a single athlete that can compare with a WWE superstar.
And there's a reason for that, Taz. There are no off-seasons here in the WWE. If you're a superstar, you're performing every week of the year.
And we're not talking about just swinging a bat or kicking a ball, neither. WWE is the most physical competition you can be part of, hands down.
I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long feud.
I don't know how that reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
Man, look at these superstars. You can't ask for a better example of what makes SmackDown so great.
You sure can. SmackDown's got the greatest superstar. I think that's, yes, it's an elimination. He was one step ahead on that one.
Look at these superstars go. It's obvious they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they had.
90% of a match is in the preparation, Cole. You gotta come ready for the battle. Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter. This one could still go either way, Cole.
It sure could. It's not over until the referee calls for the bell.
There we go. Out of the ring and out of the match.
Rey Mysterio is so exciting to watch.
Watch it. He reversed it.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit, Cole. This is a great match, and the fans are way into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it.
It's not easy maintaining this type of intensity week after week after week, Cole. Trust me.
I don't doubt it, Taz. The WWE superstars don't get an off-season. They compete a textbook reversal. Can he follow up? Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You really got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. Well, that narrowed things down a little bit. Looks to me as this can go down in the books as an instant classic.
I think just about every match has that potential, Taz. This is the WWE after all.
Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Well, thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice.
He slipped out of that one. You know, Cole,
There he goes. This one's over for him. What an incredible match we've seen so far.
and it ain't over yet, Cole.
It sure isn't. I think these superstars could keep going for quite a while longer. What a reversal.
There's a hurricane coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability.
Over the ropes and down to the floor to Grandma's house we go. I feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that.
Superstars on the Raw roster, but you've got to respect the cruiserweight who stays. And there goes the superstar.
I can't say that I'm a huge fan of Heidenreich, Cole, but I'll tell you what, I do like the fact that he almost made you wet your pants.
He did not. And get your laughs in while you can, partner, because if there's any justice in the world, Heidenreich won't be a SmackDown superstar.
This is dumb. Why is he risking everything by going up there?
I don't know how Raw General Manager Eric Bischoff can allow a monster like Snitsky to compete on his brand.
Simple, Cole. Bischoff knows that a big, mean dude like Snitsky...
He anticipated that move perfectly. This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight.
And it's a good thing, too, Cole. If they're not buying tickets, we're not getting paychecks.
Well, I don't think we'll have to worry about selling tickets the next time we come back here. Not after a match like this. Great reversal.
How much longer are these superstars going to be able to keep it up?
Your guess is as good as mine, Taz. They're certainly not going easy on each other, that's for sure.
These superstars are showing some great intensity here tonight. Whoa! He just got eliminated. Can you believe that? This is one hell of a performance by some amazing superstars, Cole.
What did you expect, Taz? This is SmackDown, after all, the #1 brand in sports entertainment. He just eliminated him with authority.
Talk about an intimidating dude. Gee whiz. Snitsky's got everything it takes to be a real dominant superstar right here in the WWE.
That's what worries me. I'd hate to have a monster like Snitsky having his run of the place.
I don't think I've ever seen a guy as well put together as the masterpiece. He's a real work of art.
Well, I don't know art, but I know what I don't like. And I don't like Master's arrogance. He's got a lot more to accomplish before he's earned the right to be that high on himself, in my opinion.
I think it's a crying shame the way Chavo doesn't get the respect that his uncle...
And there's an elimination. Top rope moves can win or lose you the match. There's very little middle ground.
These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
Well, what do you want, Cole? You want to say that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it.
Man, I can't tell you how impressed I am with what I've seen here tonight so far.
How could you not be impressed, Taz? These are some of the greatest superstars in the world doing what they do best.
Hey, slow down, girl pants. I went into this expecting a good match. I'm just saying, it's even better than I thought it would be.
I know exactly what you mean. These superstars certainly are pulling out all the stops.
Conditioning is a huge factor in any match. If you can't go the distance, there ain't no way you're gonna win.
That?
You don't look too thrilled about it, but out is out. See you. don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
No joke, Cole. These guys know what they're doing. Hence the word, trained professionals. I gotta say, Cole, when I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think. But these superstars are blowing me away right here.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup, and I haven't been disappointed.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm not disappointed, but I'll talk about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner. Yeah, we'll talk about that another time.
He just didn't have enough left to hang on. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. An injured superstar's like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponent think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get.
He's going up, and what goes up must come down. Oh man, here it comes.
And that might be the end of the match right there. There's a reason that's called a finishing move.
Looks like they might be taking this match down a notch here, Cole.
The pace of the match may have slowed, but the intensity of these superstars certainly hasn't.
You can say that again. Waiting for your opponent to make a move or give an opening can be just as intense as putting them through a table.
And whether or not you have that kind of patience often means the difference between winning and losing a match.
I never stop being impressed by Kurt Angle, a multi-time WWE champion, an Olympic gold medalist, an Intercontinental, United States, and WCW champion.
I know, Taz, we've heard it all before. Angle never hesitates to remind us at any opportunity. For a guy who's accomplished as much as he has, Angle seems awfully worried that people are going to forget about his achievements.
Angle ain't afraid of nothing, Cole. If I had that resume, I'd talk about it every chance I got to. Seems like things have quieted down a little bit here, Cole. Look at this! He's going for it, Cole!
And there it is! The atomic leg drop!
You never know what to expect from these superstars, Cole. I mean, this could be over in 60 seconds or 60 minutes.
Well, it wouldn't break my heart if they went for an hour, Taz. I'm really enjoying this match. He's out of the match and on his way to the locker room. He's taking some serious damage. His opponent isn't fooling around here.
Yeah, no kidding. You can't let someone keep working you over like that. I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough guys, but these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, Cole, intensity. You gotta stay on your opponent until one of you can't go anymore.
I think these superstars are well aware of that, Taz. I think that's exactly what they've got in mind. In this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
I'm sure they haven't, Cole. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything. As soon as you let the slightest doubt into your mind, you can forget about it.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstars is just as impressive as the physical conditioning.
I think this proves without a doubt why SmackDown's the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
I can't help but agree, partner. You won't see action like this on Raw.
Yeah, and even if you did, you'd have to listen to a couple of yahoos jabbering about puppies and government mules and scolded dogs. I'll tell you, it's like a damn zoo over there.
These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Don't bother, Cole. I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime soon.
Jeez, what a match. I got no idea what these superstars are going to do next.
That makes two of us, partner. And I think that's one of the things that makes it so exciting.
This one's going to keep on going until someone can't go anymore.
And considering the conditioning of these athletes, that could be quite a while from now.
You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Taz. And we've got the best seats in the house.
No doubt, front and center. We couldn't be any closer to this match without being in it.
Whoa, that's your territory, partner, not mine. I'm perfectly happy staying right where I am.
You know, we've seen some pretty good back-and-forth action here, but you don't see too many matches end that way.
No, you don't. And I think we'll see one superstar dominate the match before it's over.
I can't remember the last time I seen a crowd so pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight. The pride in the hearts of these competitors might be the only thing that's keeping them going.
And pride's a powerful emotion. But when you just plain run out of gas, there's nothing in the world that can keep you going.
Well, it doesn't look like they're running on empty quite yet, but you never know when that could change.
And I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, Cole. Because it's sure not from personal experience, I know that.
How much can these superstars possibly have left?
They got as much left as it takes, Cole. Trust me. You get in that ring and you find out you got reserves you never knew you had.
I can imagine. Nothing pushes you to the limit quite like a WWE match.
Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you ain't going to see athletes like this anywhere else.
You certainly aren't. They're the greatest athletes in the world. And this is the only place you'll see them doing what they do best.
Well, I think this one's pretty much a foregone conclusion. Not too tough to figure out who's going to win this one.
You know, this wouldn't be the first time you've made a prediction that didn't pan out.
That's pretty funny. You know what I predict? You keep up with your mouth, you're going to have a permanent limp. Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Well, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover neither. You gotta stay on them and wear them down.
But what about picking your spot? If you try to execute a badly timed move just because you want to stay on offense, that could have a disastrous result.
I'll tell you what, Cole. Let me talk about what it's like to be in a match like this, and you can cover what it's like to whiten your teeth. Deal? You know, Cole, the more I watch this match, the more I'm thinking that there's some legitimate personal issues here between these superstars.
You might be right, Taz. After all, they spent the better part of the match beating the hell out of each other. It's hard not to take something like that personally.
These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes also.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you.
Here it comes, look out!
Oh man, many a superstar has fallen prey to that finishing maneuver.
Man, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed in that ring over the years.
And if these superstars have their way, there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about entertaining the fans.
Okay, well, if that's the case, how come they got you as an announcer? I mean, that ain't exactly great entertainment, in my opinion.
You might be right, Taz. I think it would be extremely entertaining to listen to you try to call a match all by yourself.
I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out, but now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
Neither do I, Taz. And I think it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
No doubt, Cole. I've seen superstars get a huge advantage over their opponents and still lose the match. That was a heck of a match, Cole. I won't mind.
I hate to see this match end like this. I was really looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too, Paul. Here's your winner. I've been wondering who would win.
Oh, well, unless we get a rematch, I guess we'll never know the answer to that one, Taz.